Welcome back. Today's episode is coming to you fresh off the heels of the massive TJ Watt contract extension. So, yeah, you guessed it. Expect a lot of Watt-heavy discussion in this week's mailbag. But that's what we do here. Real-time Steelers coverage, straight from the heart of Steelers Nation. With over 87,000 fans already subscribed, we're proud to offer the most interactive Pittsburgh Steelers community on the planet. Whether it's daily videos, game day watch parties, or live shows twice a week, this is where you belong if you bleed black and gold. So hit that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss a thing. Let's kick things off with a $20 super chat from Smooth3, who's been patiently waiting for an update. He suggests the Steelers bring in a proven number 2 wide receiver. While he likes Calvin Austin III, he'd feel more confident with a veteran option. Honestly, I agree. Someone like Jauan Jennings would be an excellent fit. He's a reliable route runner, a strong blocker, and has terrific hands. If San Francisco is hesitant to extend him and willing to talk trade, Pittsburgh should absolutely be on the phone. That said, the Steelers clearly believe in Austin's potential. He's got the traits, explosiveness, field vision, and deceptive route running that remind me of a player like Darnell Mooney. He was often overlooked last year due to quarterback limitations, with both Justin Fields and Russell Wilson struggling to get beyond their first reads. But with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, one of the smartest processors in the league, Calvin could finally shine. So tell me, Steelers Nation, who do you want to see added at wide receiver? Drop a name in the comments. Moving on, Michael Beard sent in $2 to ask if there's any cap space left to add another player, specifically a safety. The answer depends on how Watt's deal is structured. If Pittsburgh backloads the contract, they could actually open up more room for this year or preserve cap flexibility into 2025. They currently have about $25 million available, even after the Jaylen Ramsey signing, so there's definitely room to make another move. Safety is still a need, and Mark Kaboly recently noted that while Pittsburgh may believe in Juan Thornhill, the team also values competition, and there's not much pushing him right now. Thornhill had a down year with the Browns, but he's been a starting safety on a Super Bowl-winning Chiefs team and still brings solid tackling and range in deep coverage. If you're going to have a weakest link on defense, he's not a bad one to have, especially with the front seven and cornerback room expected to be elite. Uriah Bros dropped $2 and shared a valid concern. Will TJ Watt still be the same player over 30? That's a fair worry. Watt relies heavily on burst, bend, and explosion, and once those start to fade, it could impact his production. He's also battled injuries the past 3 years, a torn pec in 2022, an MCL sprain last year, and an ankle issue late in 2024 that clearly affected his performance. That said, Watt looks noticeably stronger this offseason, especially in his upper body, which suggests he's preparing to rely more on power moves than pure speed. While $108 million guaranteed is a lot for a player entering his 30s, if anyone can continue dominating into the next phase of his career, it's TJ Watt. Quick note: if you're looking to grab an Aaron Rodgers jersey before the season starts, check out the second paragraph of today's video description. Fanatics has them available at some of the best prices you'll find anywhere. Get geared up before Week 1 hits. Back to the mailbag. No Clout Kai wants to know if Jaylen Warren is ready to break out as RB1. Honestly, I think he's already proven himself as one of the most efficient backs in football. He's got elite contact balance, great vision, and one of the nastiest jump cuts in the league. With Najee Harris no longer the lead guy, Warren's going to get first crack at the job. Long-term, the team likely envisions Caleb Johnson taking over that Derrick Henry-style role in Arthur Smith's offense, with Warren sliding back into an elite third down back. But until then, Warren is going to have a real opportunity to shine, and if both guys hit, they could form one of the top backfield duos in the league. Taco Man jumped in with a $10 super chat and posed an interesting question. If Pittsburgh had to trade one defender for a legit WR2, who would it be? For me, the answer is no one. The defense is ready to go as is. If they do go after someone like Jauan Jennings, I'd rather part with a draft pick and a young player like Roman Wilson. Wilson is more of a slot specialist, while Jennings and Austin offer more versatility. I'd package a 4th-round pick with Wilson and call it a day. But I'm not touching this defense. The pieces are set. Chris Riggs also sent $10 to say Watt is worth every penny, and that this team feels locked in. I couldn't agree more. I would have understood if they went full rebuild, traded veterans, drafted a rookie QB, even let Mike Tomlin go. But instead, they chose to chase a title. They brought in Rodgers, overhauled the defense, and added blue-chip prospects like Caleb Johnson. Even if it doesn't result in a Lombardi, I respect the front office for going for it while Cam Hayward is still here. This team is built to compete, and Omar Khan isn't afraid to swing big. Mark asked about Justin Simmons and whether he's visiting any teams. So far, no updates. Simmons is no stranger to waiting. He signed late last offseason with Atlanta, and it seems like he's holding out for the right fit again. If Pittsburgh had serious interest, you'd think something would have happened by now. Either they passed, or Simmons simply isn't sold on Pittsburgh as a contender. Either way, it seems unlikely, though not impossible. And finally, Eric Brown brings the heat. We're going to the Super Bowl. That's the dream, and honestly, it's not impossible, but it'll take a lot of things breaking the right way. Caleb Johnson needs to break out fast. The O-line must take a leap. Rodgers needs to stay healthy and play at a top 10 level. One of these young wideouts must emerge as a legit WR2. The defense has to gel. Watt has to stay healthy. Ramsey needs to play like an elite corner again. There's a lot riding on health and development. But if everything clicks, yeah, this team could absolutely make noise. So if you want free daily content that's all about the black and gold, hit that subscribe button and join the conversation.